Good morning, everybody. This is Rick, also known as Daggett CA Devil Dog. Today is the 21st of June, 2020. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Hope you have a great one. Hope you're getting to spend time with your family. Hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to my daughters later today. It is 4:20 local time. It is 53 degrees, and I am in Flagstaff, Arizona. We are getting ready to head towards California. We've got we have a delivery early tomorrow morning, so we're going to try to get to Ontario and shut down as quickly as we can today. A few things that I want to mention. We've been talking about parking. We're going to look at that a little bit as we go. We're going to look at it here we're at Little America, which is off of Butler Road in Flagstaff. It's been here for a long time. They've got two parking areas here, one on this side and then one on the other side of the road over there. Both of them were full. I got here about 4:45 yesterday, actually closer to 5, and it was already packed. So one of those things where, you know, you got to just I hung around and waited until somebody got ready to leave, and I saw somebody doing their pre-trip, and I went to go ask them if they were leaving, and they said yeah. So I was able to get in there, thank goodness. But anyway, we got a few things going on today. Like I said, that's going on, Father's Day. I do want to talk about, we were going to make a stop yesterday for the night before we got here to Little America. This was our backup over here, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why. But we're going to wait for the sun to come up a little bit, and then we'll talk about it. So we're going to have you go where we roll, because I want you to look to see. People are parked all over the place over here. And it's because there is not a lot of parking. There's a pilot that is west of here, a few miles, I think about 20 miles, give or take. And then you've got now here's the thing. See this truck that's right in front of me where it's parked? Now, not only is he blocking those bays, which they weren't going to use right now anyway, but the problem is that then he causes an issue because he's in the middle of a turn, and now I got these guys right here that I don't know how I'm going to get around them. So I'm going to have to go all the way around because I can't make that turn. Make sure I make that turn right to get out of there. So now I got to go all the way around, or at least, well, not all the way around, but I got to at least swing really wide and come around a way that I'm not supposed to. But those guys have that block right there because that's where the only place for them to park. It's a pretty looking truck right there. Valley Center, Kansas, Hamilton Trucking Company. We're going to go away over here just to get out of here. But when people are parking wherever they can because they can't roll anymore because the rules say they can't, and sometimes it's poor planning, sometimes it just happens, you know, for whatever reason. But when they start parking wherever, it makes it tough.
Butler Avenue, then take the first left.
Excuse me. It makes it tough for everybody else to get out of the parking lot, you know. So anyway, we're going to get running here, and I don't know if they still have. There's a rest area that is just that's also west of here that had been closed for like a decade and a half. That Arizona opened to truck drivers when all this stuff started happening. So I don't know if you could see across the way that parking over there that they have is back up over here. There used to be a place called Black Bart's. It used to be a steakhouse and like a dinner theater over there. I don't know if it's still there, but anyway. All right, everybody. We are going to get rolling here, and we're going to get on I-40 westbound. We take it all the way until it runs out in Barstow. We do have a fuel stop in Kingman, and I think we're going to take our 30 there too, see if we can grab a shower. Anyway, we will talk to you in a little while. Hello everybody, we are in Kingman, Arizona. We just stopped at the Flying J to get some fuel. Also got a quick shower during our 30-minute break. We weren't quite going to be able to make it within 8 hours straight getting to Ontario, so we needed to take a 30-minute break. So I thought, take it there, get a shower, and get rolling. So feel good. We're going to run straight into Ontario, get there for the night, and then we'll stage there for our delivery. It's about 45 miles to our delivery tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. in Vernon, California. So we'll figure out from there. But right now we're going to be going across the Mojave Desert. It's still early enough where it's not going to be killer hot, but it is already warm. Here in Kingman, it's 87 degrees at 8 a.m. So it's going to be a hot one. We're going to let this guy get in here. But we got hills going through the Mojave Desert, quite a few. So it takes a little bit longer to get through. Also, as if you've been following or you've ever driven through California, if you've been following, like I said, my vlogs, California for truckers, speed-wise, is not that friendly. 55 miles an hour, so it takes a little bit longer to get through there. But we'll enjoy the trip. It should be a nice day. A couple of things I wanted to mention. Pretty golf course, people out there playing this morning. Nice. Anyway, a couple things I wanted to mention. Yesterday, I had intended to stop for the night and go check out Meteor Crater, which is just east of Flagstaff. Well, I got up there, and all of their stuff says they have truck parking and all this kind of stuff like that. And it sort of had the assumption that they had overnight parking, and they don't. So the problem with that was, if you're going to go check it out, which I'd love to still check it out, you need to make sure you got plenty of time to go check it out and to get to a place to set it down for the night. What I ended up doing is I drove out there, so I wasted about 8 miles, but that's not horrible, you know what I mean? 8 miles. Did that, and then we got to Little America last night, like late afternoon, and we had to wait to get a parking place. So luckily we were lucky enough to catch somebody who was just getting ready to leave, and we're able to get in there. But it took a while. I wasn't sure we were going to get into a spot before our clock ran out, but we did. So anyway, we'll see what we see coming into California. Like I said, it is a nice day, and should be a little on the warm side. We're going to get this AC running. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in California, but we'll see when we get there. All right, everybody, stay with me. Hey, everybody, this is Rick, also known as Dali CA. I'm in Daggett, California. I wanted to stop and stretch my legs for a minute, and I thought I would take a little bit of a ride out here to check out. We used to come out here every year to visit, well, just about every summer. Come out and see my aunt and uncle. My aunt Cookie, my uncle Art, and my cousin Cece, Lisa, Artie when he was around. And I just thought I'd take a little walk and come check it out. It's been a while, and they've been gone for a while, my aunt and uncle, but I thought, it's good time to remember, because we had great times out here every year. We'd stop here usually on the way out and then we stopped back on the way back to New Mexico. So we'd stop here on the way to go see my uncles and aunts that lived in Riverside and Rubidoux, California. So about an hour and a half from here. So we would stop and check it out, but we're just gonna look and see and go from there. All right. Well, this is their house. Like you said, nobody's lived in here for a while. So I used to come out here every year. But like I said, nobody's lived out here for a while. Always knew the greenhouse, and they always had storage back here and lifting stuff. And said it's been a while, and I know that there was some water damage, but it's something else to just come walk and check it out. I know they're trying to sell it, I believe, but still a lot of great memories, you know. A lot of good times. And then just to give you an idea, so this is in Daggett, which is about, I want to say it's about 6 miles east of Barstow, off of I-40. You can also come up this way off of I-15 and check that out that way. But we used to come out here, and you're not going to be able to see because it's in the far distance out there, but we've talked about it before. Out there near you get Calico that's out in the distance out there, way out there. Don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but Calico ghost town's out there, and it's like an amusement kind of thing, and like an old type of ghost town. My cousins used to work there growing up. My cousin Lisa, my cousin Cece, they used to live out there. And then you have the Yermo Annex for Marine Corps Logistics Base. Barstow's out here. So, but always coming through this time of year, always nice and hot and beautiful though. I mean, you have to like the desert, but it's beautiful. Nice and clear out here. Anyway, we'll talk to you in a minute. Anyway, I'm gonna walk back to the truck over here. It's good to stretch your legs every once in a while. We got stuck in a little bit of traffic out in the desert. There was an accident out there, so needed to stretch my legs a little bit. But just to give you an idea, I mean, it's probably about 110 degrees out here right now, so it's a nice hot one, and I'm wearing black. But this is what we always used to come out here for. I think the only other time I'd been out here, I came one December by myself, riding my motorcycle. But other than that, we always came out here in the heat of the summer. And as you can see, the house was quite tiny. But we used to go in my aunt's car, and I always remembered it always had a black interior, black like vinyl or that type of interior, out here in the middle of the desert. And don't think they had AC in there either. But she used to go running through here. If you go down the highway that goes along here and you take it, that goes to Barstow, there's all these hills that go up and down and up and down. And my aunt used to love to take us on there. It was like a little roller coaster. And back then, you didn't wear seatbelts, so you were bouncing all around the car. But she used to love that, and we used to have a blast. My aunt used to go walking through the desert. Things I always remember is there was always they were always taking health food kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like wheat germ and all these vitamins and all this stuff. But what was always interesting is there was always tons of bacon and stuff like that too. So they were good times. I think everybody's got times like that growing up, you know, remembering things and as you saw, like in the video, my my aunt and uncle had a boxcar back there for storage. My cousin Lisa Lee, she worked for the railroad. But they've had that for long before that. But still remember my brother. See the tracks that go from here, they go all the way, and they go through Gallup. And every time there was a train going, when my brother was a young kid, he'd always say he was sending a train. If it was going west, to my Aunt Cookie, and if it was going east, that was the one she sent him. So, but it's just something else. Good memories, really good memories. You know, you gotta hold on to those. You gotta keep those, you know, those memories like that. You know, and it's good to revisit and to see stuff like this. So I'm glad I stopped. You know, 5-10 minutes out of my day is not a lot to just stop and remember all the good times, because they always were, and we always used to love coming out here. Anyway, I'm gonna get back on the truck and we're gonna get rolling. We gotta get to Ontario so we can get shut down. We got plenty of time, but we just want to get shut down and take care of a few things once we get there. Hopefully, I don't know what's open here in California. I know the restaurant out there in Ludlow was open, so hopefully in Ontario there will be as well. We'll see. All right, we'll pick it up in a little bit. Hey everybody, we stopped here in Daggett, California, about 5 or 6 miles east of Barstow. Used to come here every year. My aunt and my cousins lived out here, and my uncle. My aunt and my uncle are gone now. Some of my cousins live in Barstow. Second cousin, my cousin CC. My cousin Lisa lives between Barstow and Colorado. Right now she's in Colorado. But I needed to stop and stretch my legs. I thought this was a good place to do it. If you look straight in the distance, quite a ways away, I don't know how well you can see it, but the camera's pointing that direction. In that mountain that's should be right in the center of your picture, not the big one hill to your left, but the one straight, there's a sign that says Calico, and just on a little peak that's just to the left of that top peak, and that's Calico Ghost Town. It's like a little theme park kind of thing. It used to be a silver mining facility up there, a silver town, and they've got all sorts of amusement stuff up there. You can mine for gold. You can. I used to always love the sarsaparilla up there and everything like that. So, but my cousins used to work up there when they were growing up, so we'd go up there and see them when they were working. And we'd come out here every summer, right about this time. I think it's 105, 110 degrees out there, somewhere around there. And we'd be in this small house that my aunt and uncle owned, and the swamp cooler would be running, and God, it was some great times. But anyway, we're gonna head to where we need to go. We need to get to Ontario. We got plenty of time, but I just wanted to stretch my legs and check this out. I'm not gonna, you gotta take advantage of the opportunities when they come. So we will see you on the way. Okay, everybody, we are just about at the top of Cajon Pass. We got a brake check area to the right. We're going to show you here. Now, see, we got a downgrade for 12 miles, so we're going to pull off here in this brake check area, and we're going to check our brakes. We'll make sure that they work when we stop. We're going to go ahead and check, go ahead and look underneath, make sure there's no blaring issues or anything, and go from there. So our goal is to not have to use our brakes going down this hill, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. We're going to go ahead and stop and make sure that we're in good shape, just in case we need to. Now there are some places where there are mandatory brake check areas. As you're going through certain areas like up north through Donner Pass, I believe there's mandatory brake check areas. They actually have cameras all over the place to show that you stopped. So this is the top of Cajon Pass, 4,260 feet. All right. So we're gonna come over here. Get into one of these places, we always swing wide and come back. That way we get our trailer over, and we get our trailer in line. Okay, right between the lines, right there. Okay, so we're getting there. We're going to stop. We're going to go ahead and pull our brakes. Now we're going to go out and check them. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm going to go check them. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, everybody, we are in Ontario, California. We are off of Milliken Avenue. This is where there's two truck stops here, the big two truck stops down here in the LA, Southern California area, San Bernardino County, and there's a Petro and there's a TA over here. You'll see them as we go over this hill. If you're driving a truck and you park in one of these, there's a lot of places in walking distance to come eat. You also have Ontario Mills Mall that's over here. That's pretty cool if it's open. It looks like, I'm just looking, it looks like most things are open, which is great. We'll see. But we're going to take a right here, and as we go over the bridge, you'll see the two truck stops. Like I said, there's a Petro to the left, and there is a TA to the right. We're going to go to the TA. I personally prefer the TA over here. I think it's there's more parking and it's set out better than the Petro. A little crowded, but if you have to go park there, park there. But I like the TA a little bit better. See the Petra and the TA down at the next light is where you'll turn, but now this is paid parking over here. If you got to fuel, you go to your right. You can get in the parking lot that way, but if you're not fueling, then you come in over this way. I think it's like $20 for 24 hours, but that's all you got. just like any parking place, you gotta get your ticket, and then you get in, and then you can find out where you want to park. There's plenty of parking here right now. Just depends on how close you want to park up to the front. And whether you want to angle back or what do you want to do. So we're going to see over here, see what we can find. Go from there. If not, we'll go around and we'll figure it out. Put our flashers on. And with that, we're parked.